Alright, so just over 10 years ago, this is the scene of the site in question. Bushey Arches. And currently it's vacant, it's empty. You've got this pavement here which persists, which remains. The main road that's here, that becomes a barrier. And then this wall, I think it's still present. I think the wall is still present, yeah. And this lamppost also, I believe, is still there. Yeah. And then in the background, this has been lost, this board. This board has been lost. And this board just about still remains. This part of it has completely decayed. So there was a time that as you cross this area, move through this area, you would see something, you see a feature, and it would draw your eye, draw your attention. And then you got to know this bit of land because, you know, you'd see these guys, you know, you'd grow familiar with their presence and their way of being. They encourage you to look into a site that is, you know, it's a car park. It's a car park. It's got nothing else to it. It's a car park. It doesn't need to be anything else, I guess. It's a car park. Simple placement. It's a car park. But the interesting thing is when you see a space that has previously been used as a car park. Here it's got life, right? You can see that there are cars interacting with the space. There's a sign of presence, interactions. It's valued. Like the people here are like, all right, cool, I can park my car. And then from parking my car here, I go off and do my XYZs. And then the difference between this and then nothing. Like, nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean void, I mean empty, I mean like defunct, dead, barren. All of this, barren. Marked out as X. And then I guess it escalates because it then gets marked off with barriers. So then you've got fencing that sits in this space. Fencing all through the space. And it makes you wonder what the fencing is for, to prevent fly tipping. But on which sites are prone to fly tipping? Where is fly tipping most rampant, I guess? In unloved, uncared for, underutilized, or just completely not utilized spaces. Culturally, what is it that happens in fly tipping? So this is the fencing. This is the fencing. Yeah, that's it. And inside the fencing, you've got greenery, some shrubs, some presents. All of this is just now green. Which sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds like the site's been reclaimed. But it's not being reclaimed in like a loving way, shall I say? No, it's just, you know, not in a considered manner. It's just left. Just left. Just, you know, empty space. So this is the dreaming aspect of what do you do when you observe, what can you do when you observe a space that's been that this is the story of it, right? And a lot of the time it is wasteful, and it feels wasteful. It feels like it doesn't point towards anything, or to get it towards something requires a significant shift in expectations or ability, you know, all of those things sort of combine, no, without a doubt. And it's necessary. That shift in expectations and ability are so necessary, because otherwise, like, nothing. You know, and then it's like it's another generation of seeing dead, empty, decrepit, you know, lacking, at a loss. It doesn't need to be so dramatic, but, you know, it really can be, because there are previous eras of investment into this space and inquiry into the space to explore what could be done, to propose something that could be done, to build something that could be done, that weren't ever acted on, which is a horror. It is a horror. It's a shame. So if I was to attempts to begin a process of something that could look towards a way of optioning, I'll try something like this. I learned how to do corners like this from somebody very skilled. Right? And that essentially the foundation, like a sort of perimeter in what was previously nothing, right? And this is just taking the approximate maximum dimensions of what the space might hold. And let's make that seem more like wood, right? Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Imagine assembling a 3D printer onto here and literally building this space. This is very interesting. Drawing as though you're using a 3D printer. Wow. So you do those. Provide some verticality. Let's say here. And then when you start to take yourself seriously, you realize what is emerging. You see it. So if we were to then see, you've got room number 1, room number 2, 3, and 4. And then maybe like a pass-through place that allows you to go through here to here. Something like this. And if you wanted, give it a bit more structural integrity. See that? Then you start to wonder what you're seeing. And then this idea of verticality that we assume is a block starts to get questioned, challenged, proposed a little differently. And what can you do within a box? I think the perspective is a bit off, actually, for sure. How would I do that differently? I would raise this higher. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah! This becomes higher because I'm standing in this space, right? So that's here, and that's the closest I can see. And then this, I believe, goes this way almost. And then that wall sits here. And this wall is along, and it's still up and still tall. But I think it's almost like this. Yeah, it is almost like that. And then we know that at the back, it's a smaller section because it is less. Something like that. So if that's timber, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, something like that. And then you can infill that with cob, which effectively becomes something like this. chalk. There's something to do with chalk. Chalk, clay, slip. Milk and chalk cheese.
That's fantastic.
Clay Lane and Chalk Hill, right?